Hey, it's Matt here. I want to share with you a strategy to help you become in peak state, if you will, and maybe overcome anxiety. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, I never have anxiety. However, do you want to do your best all the time? Do you want to maybe be in a peak state to do a presentation, to do a sales meeting? And what I mean by really by a peak state is this, is that have you ever been in a sales meeting where you were silky smooth? Have you ever been in a stand-up presentation where you were silky smooth? Have you ever been in a meeting where maybe you were tripping over your words? Or have you ever been in a presentation where you've been tripping over your words, just didn't do your best? Have you ever been in any situation where you're trying to search for ideas, search for answers? And so, or do you ever have anxiety? Maybe you have a big deal coming up and you start thinking about all the things that can go wrong. Maybe you have anxiety about a presentation you have coming up and you start thinking about all the things that can go wrong. So how do you overcome that anxiety, or how do you turn that anxiety into enthusiasm? And I really think that the energy for anxiety and the energy for enthusiasm are really only 1 degree apart. People are stuck in anxiety of what could go wrong, or they're in the enthusiasm of what could go right. And so they're really just a small degree shift, but the energy feels a lot the same, but one ignites and one paralyzes. And so there's a couple different ways you can do this. There's actually a lot of different ways, but I just want to share with you one way, and the way I showed on my buddy and his family. And it really boils down to this. I got this idea, or it comes from neuro-linguistic programming. It comes from the guy I studied neuro-linguistic programming under. He did a sales training, and I bought the audios and listened to it. This is like 10 years ago. He called it the Zoomer in the sales training. And it's a kind of like a designer SWISH pattern in neuro-linguistic programming. Those are just fancy words because I just want to share with you kind of where the background comes from. And let me share with you how powerful it is. And really, it boils down to kind of two things. How do you turn that anxiety into excitement and enthusiasm? And how do you get rid of that anxiety so it's really gone? And then the other thing is, how do you make sure that you're in that peak state of excitement, enthusiasm, success, whatever that might be in any moment? So just give you a couple more ideas around that. And so really, one thing is, a story I heard was somebody's afraid to get on an airplane. And so by doing this, you can get rid of that anxiety of flying. This would be one way. It could be a little more complicated. I'm not, for those junkies out there, NLP junkies, psychology junkies, but it could be a little bit more complicated than this, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. So here's one to get over that anxiety of flying, if you will. Here's one to get over that anxiety of a sales meeting, of doing a presentation, or just to put you in that peak state of doing that meeting. And so here really what it is when you think of not success, or you think of anxiety, or you think of kind of the state that you want to get rid of. When you think of that state, when you think of that and you have a picture in your mind's eye of that state. So when you think of that picture right now, I want you to think about that picture. Are you looking through your own eyes? And so ultimately what we're going to do is take that picture that's causing that anxiety, or that non-desirable state, or that non-desirable picture, and ultimately what we're going to do is push that across the room and push that away from you. So you're looking through your own eyes typically in that picture, but I want you to push that picture across the room. Now on the other flip side, I want you to think of what would be the desirable state. What's the picture of success? What's the picture of success? Maybe it's getting off of the airplane. Maybe it's going to wherever you're going to go, if that's the type of anxiety. Maybe the picture of success is closing the deal. Maybe that picture of success is right after the meeting. Or maybe that picture of success is, after you do the presentation, you do that stand-up presentation. And so ultimately you have two states. You have the undesirable state that you currently have, that you're looking through your own eyes, that's causing this anxiety or causing some of this fear. And then on the other side, you have the ultimate state that you want, that success picture. So what does that picture of success look like? Maybe, like I said, it's closing the deal, it's getting off stage, it's doing a fantastic presentation. So now you have those two pictures. You have the one that's giving you anxiety and you're looking through it through your own eyes in your picture. We call that associated. So in your mind's eye, you have that picture. And in your mind's eye in that picture, your tip, are you looking through your own eyes? And if you aren't, I want you to pull up that picture and look through and be standing in the picture so you're looking through your own eyes, meaning you can't see yourself in that picture. Now I want you to take that desirable picture of success, and I want you to see yourself in that picture. I want you to put that across the room. And simply what you're going to do is take that an undesirable picture where you're looking through your own eyes, where you're associated in the picture, looking through your own eyes, and take that desirable state, that desirable picture, and what I want you to do is do the zoomer. I want you to take this picture, throw it across the room, and slam this picture of success into your neurology. And I want you to do that numerous times. And then eventually what you do is just forget the current picture and just keep taking the desirable picture, keep thinking about it and slamming it and moving it and bringing it and creating emotion and creating this kind of energy with the picture and this energy and bringing it to your life. And so it's a really simple process. Again, take the undesirable state that you're looking through your own eyes, push it across the room, take the successful picture and slam it into your body going 1,000 miles an hour, whatever it is. Think of it as a zoomer, pushing the bad picture away, slamming the desired picture into your neurology. And do that just a few times, and then forget about the bad picture and just keep the successful picture coming at you that you want, slamming into your neurology 1,000 times. Now I call that the zoomer. There's a lot of ways you could do it. I don't ever have anxiety where I need this old picture, if you will. I don't really have this old picture, but what I'll do for a big presentation or a big sales meeting, I will take that desirable picture and just slam it into my neurology 1,000 times or 1,000 miles an hour. And yeah, 1,000 times. I mean, it's all unconscious. You're just doing it fast, right? And so what you'll notice is your energy will pick up, your heart will start racing, but you'll turn what might be anxiety and turn it up into enthusiasm. So very small idea there that is hugely powerful. If you have somebody who has anxiety in their life, a kid, a spouse, whatever, an employee, ask them, what's that picture they have in their mind that's causing them anxiety? And ask them if they could step into that picture and look through their own eyes. Now, that's going to make it probably build up. Now, the other thing is, what does the picture of success look like? And so when you have that picture of success, start to have them describe it to you, or you describe it to yourself. Make that picture vivid. And so when you have that, is just simply do the zoomer. Get rid of the old picture, bring in the new picture. Old picture gone, new picture in. Old picture gone, new picture in. And then just start doing it with the new picture, getting yourself excited. You'll change your state. You'll change your process. You'll change your energy, and you'll move out of anxiety into enthusiasm. If you don't have anxiety, you'll create more success. You'll be super smooth on your phone calls, on your presentations, on your stand-up meetings, and it's a great tool. I used it, like I said, with my buddy's family to help with anxiety, but really in business, I do this 100% of the time, and I've done it so much. I've done 13,000, over 13,000, probably about 20,000 sales meetings over my career. I've literally done 3,000 stand-up presentations in different sizes of audiences. And so I've done this so much. I've made 19,000 phone calls last year. So I've made probably 200,000 phone calls during my career. And so the reality is now I don't have to do it. I've done it so much that I naturally do it. I naturally snap myself into state. I naturally have that picture of success. So go out there, try that. Sounds a little bit crazy. If you're doing presentations, you'll get all these guru coaches over the years. You'll get rid of your ums. You'll get rid of your ahs. You'll be smooth. You'll have the right thing to say all the time. And so create more excitement, create more enthusiasm, get rid of anxiety. Try the zoomer. Try the advanced SWISH pattern, whatever you might want to call it. Those are the two things that I've heard it called. But ultimately, what I call this is my way to repeat success over and over in every one of my sales meetings. Go try it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I can help you out. Dominate the day.